Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? My name is Mike D, aka DDE80, aka 13th Wonder of the World. It's so nice to hear from you guys this evening. I'm on prepared in about 2 hours to go hit my other job, but I want to just come out here and talk to you guys for a minute. Shout out to the Point Place family. Shout out to M Breezy. Shout out to my little niece Navalia. Shout out to my sister. God bless everybody, as well as the Point Place family again. Um, so I've been hanging out with family and friends and stuff, trying to get myself prepared for my move and stuff like that. Man, I looked at this week of football has been upside down, man. Turned upside down. The 49ers get beat by the Cleveland Browns without Deshaun Watson. And shout out to them for playing. Um, But the 49ers lost Kittles, not Kittles, but they lost CMC and Samuel. And that's going to be tough. I'm hoping that they're not out for the whole season. I'm hoping that they're not out for a long time. I just want to go over some of the scores of the games from today. The Ravens beat the Titans. This was the London game. Lamar Jackson was able to throw over, I think, 200 yards passing. But Ryan Tannehill, I don't know if he got injured or something, but Malik Willis was playing, and they tried to make it a fight. Of course, the Dolphins beat the Panthers. Wow. Who expected that? I'm disappointed in the Saints because the Saints, once again, lost another game. They beat us last week, shot us out, but lost to the Texans. That means that your boy, CJ Stroud, is ready for the NFL. He's playing pretty good, guys. The Commanders beat the Falcons. That's nothing new. Everybody thought they were going to win. The Colts and the Jaguars. Everybody knew that the Jaguars were going to beat the Colts. Seahawks lose to the Bengals. Burrow's back in action. He's doing what he needs to do. The Vikings beat the Bears. Justin Fields lose to Kirk Cousins. Like I said, the 49ers beat the Browns in a shocker. If the kicker would have kicked and hit the field goal, the 49ers would still be undefeated. The Lions beat the Buccaneers. Jared Goff is something serious, folks. Baker played a horrible game to me because on his first drive, he threw an interception. And the Eagles lose to the Jets. Shout out to Kendall. I know he's mad right now. He's probably throwing a chair down and everything because they lost to the Jets. Zach Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, is trying to get the Jets into playoff contention. If that happens and Aaron Rodgers be healthy enough to come back, it's going to be something serious, folks. I believe, and I'm saying this, I think that the Bills will beat the Giants tonight. I believe that the Cowboys will beat the Chargers tomorrow night. I don't know. It's been a lot of upsets in the NFL today, just like it was a couple of upsets in college football. LSU still doing what they need to do. LSU's trying to get back in the top 10 of the BCS, man. Alabama still winning. Michigan still winning. Michigan State lose to Rutgers. I don't like Rutgers at all. That is my team's kryptonite when they play them. Are you kidding me? This happens again. Rutgers beat Michigan State. And Michigan State played a great game against them, but it didn't happen. Also, USC lost to Notre Dame. Bo Nix and them lost as well. It was a shocking of all kind of sports, man. I mean football games, man, and it was tough. It was tough to see it, tough to hear, tough to watch. But as you know, we go on to a new week of football. We're gonna see what happens this week. Hopefully. And I know a lot of people have lost on their spreads, but I'm hoping that their spreads get back next week. because we still got a Monday night game tomorrow, and that's the Cowboys and the Chargers. And everybody's expecting the Cowboys to beat the Chargers, but Justin Herbert is not a guy to just sneeze on. He is very competitive, and he will play the way that he needs to play to try to get the point across and play to the fullness of what he needs to do to try to upset the Cowboys. There's no undefeated teams in the NFL no more. Every team has been beaten, which I said that was probably going to happen. Everybody was not going to go the whole season undefeated, but the teams that they lost to, they played down to them. And that's exactly why I say what I say about certain teams, because they play down to them. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened with those teams. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about, Friday Night SmackDown. Like I said, I talked about it the other day, but I'll talk about it again. I think Roman Reigns is set up to go up against LA Knight. I think LA Knight will not lose to Roman Reigns. I think he will lose to Roman Reigns, excuse me. And I think they're setting it up for Cody to go back up against Roman again. I think that's what's happening. I think that's where the booking's happening and how the situation is going to turn out and things like that there. If I just want to be specific about what I'm saying. A lot of things, the WNBA, we know that the finals were on between the Aces and the Liberty. I saw what happened in the other games, and I said that Stewie and them had to come out and play better. And they played better today because they beat the Aces by 14. So now it's 2-1. The Aces still have the advantage. If the Aces win game 3, then, game 4, excuse me, they win the championship. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They become the WNBA champions back to back. They haven't done it. I think the last team to do it was Maya Moore and the Lynx, if I'm not mistaken, to be back to back WNBA champions. It's a great feeling. It's a great thing to see. Hopefully everything will be great with these teams coming down to only one now. There's 2 great teams, but there can only be 1 champion. Things like that. I know I promised that I was supposed to do the Bret Hart top 20 great matches. I've already did 10 of them in the can. I still got to do the other 10 fade away. I haven't forgotten about it. It's been kind of a hectic weekend, folks. I've been trying to move in and move stuff and get all that stuff taken care of before I, come back on the airwaves and talk to you guys. And that's just the way, things are right now, kind of hectic. But hey, when it's hectic, still call on God. He's the only one that can help you through the hectic times. Tomorrow, I will try to make sure I come on early so I can have my thoughts on tonight's game between the Bills and the Giants. Tyrod Taylor's playing. He's going to be the quarterback tonight. He was also a backup to Josh Allen in Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. I think it was like that or something like that, but I can't remember. But I'm here to tell you guys this. As good as he is, I want to see how bad Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs bounce back from what happened last week. They lost a tough one to Jacksonville in England. Let's see what happens this week with them. Let's see. Because Josh Allen, like I said, is one of the guys that I had on the top 5 quarterbacks to get to the Super Bowl. He has no excuse this year. His team is good enough to get them to the Super Bowl. We're going to see what happens, folks, with that being said. Also, I just want to tell everybody The new week is coming in starting tomorrow, which is Monday. I want everybody to have a great week of work, production, or whatever they're doing that's, paying the bills. Whatever you're doing to keep money in the pockets of your friends and in the pockets of your family, excuse me. I want everybody to have a successful week of work. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm aiming for. And you should be aiming for it too. With that being said, I am Mike D, aka DDE80, aka 131 of the world, aka MDZ. I'm out. God bless you. You all have a great night.